Hello and welcome back to the Retail Podcast, live from a beautiful part of Spain, specifically on the outskirts of Madrid in a residential area called Pozuelo. I am so fortunate to be joined by Jose. Jose, for those who don't know you, and there's lots of people in the region that do know you, could you tell us a little bit about where we are and who you are?
Alex, welcome to La Finca. It's great to have you here with us today. This is a very special location. We are inside one of the most exclusive residential areas of Pozuelo de Alarcón and Madrid in general. And the store sits within a very distinctive food-focused commercial center. You'll see it afterwards, but what you'll see inside is our BM standard, really. Around 1,000 square meters of sales floor, a deep assortment, an exceptional fresh offering, and obviously a store that is where the experience is designed entirely around customer well-being. I don't know how much you know about us, how much your public knows about us, but it is important also to speak about maybe about this history, about some quick things about BM. For those who don't know us and are based outside of Spain, we are a family-owned company with more than 30 years of history that was acquired by a private equity firm. Long story short, in just 7 years, we've grown in Madrid from 0 to 86 stores and more than 2,000 colleagues. But throughout this journey, we have been clear about one thing. We refuse, and I said it before recording, we refuse to become a commodity retailer. You know, in this sense, our differentiation comes from 4 pillars. Mainly fresh leadership, assortment breadth, service quality, and customer experience. We'll see it after, but everything you'll see, the lighting, the self-hide, the visual clarity has been studied to ensure that the customer leaves the store happier than when they entered. Let's walk through if you want, and I try to show you how this philosophy comes to life.
Perfect, let's do it. Jose, you've obviously managed lots of different store formats and from discount value retailers to now working at BM. What specific lessons from working in those different environments are you bringing to this store specifically?
Yeah, as you know, I've been working at Lidl Spain and Lidl International nearly 10 years, and you know, every stage of a career influences one. You know, hard discount taught me the operational discipline, you know, simplicity, clarity in pricing, efficient flows. And BM, as a value-driven company, teaches me every day, really, the importance of assortment depth, service, and obviously emotional connection. I try to bring those learnings together through BM's identity. We want to be different, never a commodity. And as you see that in several ways, but a very broad assortment for our proximity store. We work around in the store around 10,000 SKUs. And this breadth is obviously intentional. It allows customers to complete their entire shopping mission in one visit. They don't need to go elsewhere, you know. BM resolves the full basket with depth, variety, choice, and obviously a balanced proposition, a balanced value proposition, about 85% of the manufacturer brands and 15% private label. It's a model mainly built on freedom, not on restriction. With our own brand, customers can save when they choose to, and when and with the manufacturer brand, if it matters for trust, for taste, or whatever, they also have it. So that's something that is very, very relevant for us. Obviously, a fresh concept that blends in some way tradition, technology, and new processes. This will be also the future, but fresh represents here almost 50% of our BM sales. We are modernizing it without losing its soul, you know, combining expert service, strict quality standards, innovation, preparation, and new forms of presenting the product, which is also very relevant. And maybe to finish also true expertise. We have real experts in our store, and this is very important for us. In fish, for example, there's a huge difference between wild caught or farm raised, you know. while traditional markets in Spain are closing, we offer this mix that the city is missing. You know, the craft, the closeness of a traditional market combined with the most advanced approach to freshness, you know, service, technology. On the other hand, as we spoke before, having the coffee, other hard discount retailers or models rely almost entirely on deflation, a raise in which price is the only lever. We believe, at least this is our thought, that this is a fragile path. When the only difference is the price, everything else becomes a compromise. And what I really want people in Madrid to feel is that BM is instantly recognizable. It's here you don't have to choose or give anything up. At BM, you can find everything, and the good thing is that you can find it in a single visit.
Perfect. Okay. So there's a big focus on fresh. Why don't we go and have a look at the fresh area then? Fantastic. So in your beautiful store, I can see that fresh produce is a big bet for you in terms of focusing on local produce. You have a slogan, Kilometer Cero, but how do you go beyond slogans and marketing? And then what's the impact that you're having on local farmers and producers? What would be wonderful is if you can take us through how you measure it and then how you strengthen the proposition?
Well, that's a good point, but you know, local is not marketing for us. It's part of our business model. In Madrid, we work closely with different producers. We can take a look afterwards at some of them, but the impact we aim for is very concrete. You know, providing stable and predictable demand, not sporadic purchasing. For us, that's something that is very poor. Helping producers scale responsibility by integrating them into our logistic, but maybe the biggest point in here is giving them the visibility of a premium context, you know, where their story and the quality can shine. And we measure this seriously. I mean, share of local products in sales, supplier growth, customer penetration, repetition, and obviously the contribution to gross margin. And at the end of the day, when those KPIs move in the right direction, we know we are strengthening the region's food ecosystem. And this is also something that makes us different.
Okay. You manage more than 85 stores and over 2,000 people just in the Madrid region, both organic growth and acquisitions with the acquisition of Hiba Group. I'm really curious how this store fits in your regional strategy. And then how does that sort of create a template on how you plan to scale across the city?
Well, you're right. At BM, growth is core to our DNA, both organic and inorganic. And you know, over the years, we have consistently demonstrated our ability to expand our network through disciplined store openings and successful integration of acquired businesses, such as Iber in this case in Madrid, with really no big disruption in operation or customer experience. Growth in all forms has never been a challenge. It's really part of our culture, and in this sense, working hand in hand, you know, with a stakeholder like by partners in this case, has further accelerated this journey. Their strategic support, the operational focus has helped us scale and turn local into scalable, EBITDA-driven value creation. But coming to La Finca, where we are right now, La Finca plays really three roles at once. First, it is a flagship. It showcases the highest standard of what BM can deliver: assortment, service, fresh leadership, and store atmosphere, as you see. Secondly, it is a laboratory. That's the truth. Here we test innovations, we plan to scale across the network, extend really ready-to-eat solutions, as we saw before, new fresh merchandising, automatic glove dispenser we tried last year, the first pineapple cutting machine we had in Madrid was here. And third, it is a template. What works here becomes really the blueprint for refurbishments and new openings across Madrid. So although we are in a luxury area, the principles, quality, fresh, digital convenience, assortment depth are fully scalable.
So you mentioned premium in terms of we're in a premium zone, but yet you're still delivering everyday value, if you like. But we have to acknowledge that we're in a very beautiful area, and the store is beautifully stocked, which is amazing. The shelves of merchandising is phenomenal. When you look at sort of demanding customers in your 1,000 square meter footprint, which is your ideal footprint, we have behind us, we've got the fish market, we've got poultry, and we've got the deli counter behind us, and we're going to take a look at those in a minute.
Yeah.
What problem for the neighborhood do you think you're solving with this type of store?
Well, in Madrid, customers want something very specific, and this is very, very clear for us. The quality of a traditional market, the convenience of a supermarket, and the speed of digital retail, and all in the same place. That's a difficult thing. And that's a problem we solve better than anyone, I think. The question is, how can I shop quickly, eat exceptionally well, and enjoy the experience? And everything is calibrated so that the client leaves the store happier than when they come in, as I said before. That is really our true competitive advantage. If we take a look at our fish, low temperature, ready meals, beyond the fresh counter, we've incorporated a special refrigerated unit with ready-made dishes cooked at low temperature. And these high quality gastronomic solutions, ready to eat, ready to heat, and enjoy at home, are perfect for this neighborhood and for Madrid in general. If we take a look at the butchery, hot roasts, we combine here, again, traditional service and convenience. We have our classic cuts and our premium pieces, but also a hot corner with daily roasts, whole chicken, ribs, beef preparation. It gives customers restaurant quality meals without preparation time. And that's also something relevant. We have also our ham cut to order, of course, in an area like Madrid. That is essential for a store like this. And our dedicated ham cutting station with trained specialists slicing by hand is really relevant. This service is highly valued in Pozuelo and in Madrid because it's typical Spain and reflects our premium service standards. In our bakery is a perfect example, really, of how we combine tradition and innovation. If you take a look, you have traditional bread furniture and an open bread display where customers see all the varieties, select with gloves, and weight their bread as in their fruit section. And a manual bread slicer with 3 thickness levels, much more customer-centric than the single standard slicers you see in most retailers. And we have also a refrigerated pastry cabinet, supplied in this case by Viena Capellanes, a brand synonymous with craftsmanship in Madrid. And to finish, we also have a digital experience referring the virtual wine recommender. And here's a great example of digital convenience enhancing the shopping journey. Our virtual wine recommender, customers can select wines by grape variety, denomination of origin, or pairing. Once they choose on the screen, a light signal activates on the shelf, guiding them straight to the correct bottle. And this is also something different that we only have in this case in La Finca, and that we are testing in order to expand it to the other stores. And finally, I would say all this is wrapped in a store designed for well-being, as I said at the beginning. The lighting, the music, the circulation, the shelf heights, everything is calibrated so that the client leaves happy the store. We think that this is one of our biggest advantages. Alex, you can't leave the store without testing our ham. So
really?
Yeah, you have
I've heard
to
it's
taste
world famous.
it. Yeah, you have to taste it, Roberto.
Muchísimas gracias. Thank you.
Thank you, Roberto. We have also for the team, huh?
No, I'll eat it all. Fantastic. Riquísimo. Gracias. When you look to 3 to 5 years into the future, what do you see, what changes most in BM. And in terms of operations, digital services, assortment, even talent, what do you see that you can turn around and say, we've truly delivered a new standard of proximity in Madrid, if you like?
For us to say we've delivered a new standard of proximity retail in Madrid or in general in Spain, several fundamental transformations must take place in the next years. A modernized concept of freshness could be maybe the first point. We will have to redefine what fresh means for BM. You know, blending tradition with technology and new processes is relevant. That means evolving how we work with product, service, counters, preparation techniques and quality control so that freshness becomes both our heritage, but at the same time our innovation driver. Digital growth is also is a big point. We must not only maintain but expand our e-commerce and quick commerce network. The goal is seamless, really, interaction between online and in-store, and ensuring that digital convenience truly amplifies the value of proximity in retail. Then our assortment will be a key element in the future. We will need to continue choosing carefully how our assortment grows and how it is organized in store. Curated categories, clearer navigation and an offer that reflects Madrid evolving needs. You know, from premium to everyday, this is going to be also essential. And speaking about our talent first, internal growth supported by our specialist. Our internal talent is one of our biggest strengths. You know, we must keep investing. It's not easy. Fishmongers, butchers, bakers, this is something that is difficult, and we have to combine it with better tools, data, training, but for sure our talent will define the BM experience in the future. And finally, we were speaking about before, connecting health, nutrition and technology. This is something that consumers increasingly expect this guidance, this transparency and the relevance. You know, we will need to connect health, nutrition and technology across the whole journey, from assortment decisions to digital advice and in-store communication. I think that if we get these 5 areas, which is also it's a lot, we will be relevant for sure in the Spanish market.
That's brilliant. It's been an absolute blast. Thank you so much for taking the time and taking me through your beautiful store.
You're always welcome to Spain, so see you next time.
See you next time.
See you next time.